been enough to leave the airport and have fun. It was like 6 hours in Vegas. It was such bullshit.
Okay.
But yeah, home now. Finally made it back.
It's great to have you back. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the same without
Someone recognized me at the con. They were like, I know you. I'm like, from where? From FNGR's videos. I'm like, I'll tell him you said what's up.
Oh, I totally don't believe that, but thanks.
I don't get. He's like, you guys did that Kiro the Wolf thing. I was like, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I know. I almost didn't believe it while it was happening.
All like, right. Okay.
No, dude, all the vendors around me were like, dude, you do a podcast? I didn't know that. Okay. That's awesome.
so Wyatt, I don't know. You know what, Leo? I'm just gonna say it. I have heard your voice, sir. It's been recorded. So unless you basically want me to put out that real embarrassing cringe recording, you're gonna stop dicking around. You're gonna just. I'm not gonna.
No, I was gonna. Yeah. Like, I was.
Here's
gonna
the good news.
Like, why are you doing a Tiny Tim voice? Yeah. I don't really. Yeah. If you want, maybe you're in one of those moods.
Yeah. What, Wyatt?
But this is my real voice.
Wyatt Chang, please stop. Anyways, Wyatt, I'm not gonna smack you around like Leo is, and Leo's at work. So the good news is, and even if he wants to smack you around, he won't be able to do nearly a good enough job today. So yeah, stop with the Mickey Mouse voice, and I will treat you like a civilized human being, against my better judgment.
But this is my real voice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We can do this. We can do this the dick way, or we can do this the asshole.
Hold on. No, it's not.
No, it's
not. I got you recorded with your real voice. You can stop playing now, or we start spamming the chat.
This ain't even my real voice. I did that to mess with you.
Well, that's better. I prefer
messing with anyone. We all told you to stop.
Yeah, that one's way better. Even if that's not your real voice, I'll take that over the Mickey Mouse.
Oh, this is the mess with us voice. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Good. Yeah. We prefer this one.
All right, then.
All right, that's cool. So, excuse me, Rebecca.
Oh, and I'd like to apologize about what happened last night. Yeah, that was very stupid of me. I don't even know what I did.
Apologies not accepted.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And then we're back. Okay. So, where the hell was I? Why? So this is just my own morbid curiosity. We popped in your stream the other day, or your Discord, sorry. Why do you have, like, scat in your chat, so to speak?
It was a double joke. Supposed to be like Scat Man and Scat.
Scat chat.
Thing.
Okay. and you had, like, poop icon. So I was just mostly, that's why it made me want to leave more than anything else. And I was like, okay, so I went in here to go talk to Old Boy, but I don't want to be in here any longer because people are going to be like, well, why are you in the poop room? It's the same reason I didn't want to go into Andrew Dash's server. So that's my advice on that. Why are you really angry at Wubcake without me, like, doing the derogatory, trollish, she didn't give you the time of day bullshit? Like, why? What really pissed you off? I'm curious.
To be honest, I don't even remember.
God, don't be that guy.
It's been so long. I mean, I
Then you have to stop! You have to stop, man! If you don't even remember, fuck, man. That's retarded.
Yeah. That's why I deleted everything and stopped.
Yeah. Cool. Dude, fuck, dude.
Fuck, man. Brony Inspector knows why he hates, who does Brony Inspector hate? I forget.
That one guy, he's a cunt.
Like...
Throw my script in the trash. Eat my ass, dude. I know why I hate people.
Okay.
I hate people love, dude. Okay. At least I know why.
Oh, fuck. Like, I mean, I could give you some serious examples. I hate Toon Critic because he molests he tries to molest kids, and he's a selfish prick.
Oh, I hate that guy, too.
Yeah, no, well, here's an idea. Why not hate on people who are really, like, real garbage?
Or even if they don't deserve it, at least I know why. Yeah, I'm being petty. Whatever. That's just how I feel. At least know why.
So Lord Ben Mazza says, so you mean to tell me you cut and ran when you're confronted on why you hate Wubcake and how high your IQ is, boy? Oh, Jesus. You're getting lit up by Lord Ben Mazza. What the fuck have you done with your life?
Back.
Yeah.
So
what are you, Victor? Yeah, I haven't seen someone fail this bad at life since Victor Vortex. What the fuck, son?
Yeah, like now when I was, cause last night when I was thinking about it, I realized how much of a screw up that I was being. So I had to change.
Okay.
I was like stressed out.
I gotta be
honest. Leo Convoy friend.
Yeah, that's another thing.
How does that work?
You do know that, like, I fucking went into your chat and freaking Wubcake's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go in. Like, that's just bad, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. I saw the video.
So you sat there and watched this in your chat and just, please go away. Oh, thank God. I was about to come in that call, guys.
Oh, God, I'm off the hook!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why does that sound like Homer Simpson?
That is like the voice you were doing earlier.
Oh, son, there's a problem. You see, for the first part of this stream, I was in an office building, and now I'm walking to the truck, so I'm going to have some fun on my way there.
Oh, no.
First and foremost, you sit here and you ramble on about how, I made a mistake. Son, who do you think's going to buy that? That fish is a week old. Nobody's dumb enough to buy it. It stinks to high heaven. Secondly, dude, we've got your images. We can plaster them everywhere. How amazing is it going to be when Vannamelon sees what type of troglodyte's been messing with her? That's going to be hilarious.
I'm not Wyatt
You look
Dean.
like a caveman with no muscle structure.
I'm not Wyatt Dean.
I could add
Wyatt Dean, son. I found your old Twitter account that has been deleted. Somebody roasting you with your own images.
What?
Yeah.
King Big.
Yeah.
King Shadow or something or the other, was it? That's right.
You kind of look like you kind of look like Dark Age. I thought it was for a minute there, and I was like, oh, it'll be kind of horrifying to talk to Foul again. Oh, that isn't you? Oh, hi, Coyote Lovely.
King Big Shadow, that's it. Mr. King Big Shadow. I also found your old Facebook profile. That's amusing, too.
Okay, so Coyote Lovely says, I'm paying $2 just to tell you I don't buy it, lol. Good move, Coyote. Right. So, why did you... By the way, I do still have your Vannamelon video. I downloaded I think I have the one where you're calling out Wubcake, and I saw the Vannamelon one, and I winded up downloading that, too. Why did you... how long did it take you to...
Who gave you that?
The channel?
Got it when you put it up.
Yeah, there's a thing called 4K downloader, because YouTube downloader sucks these days, and I just, went up to it and, ripped it down, and I was like, oh, I didn't put it up anywhere yet. I could easily put it on BitChute, and,
No, please.
Why not?
Oh, put it on my page, dude. I'd be happy to rehost that.
Oh, okay.
So feel free to check out the Discord chat we're sitting in. You're going to see the illustrated pictures of our progenitor here. This stunning...
Oh, God!
Oh, man, Halloween's right around the corner. You know what? I'm glad we're doing some
you got some baby-making hips there, son.
No.
We got Halloween content, guys.
I'm already mad at you, Wyatt. I mean, fuck, I was in the middle of watching fucking Ethan Ralph and Cognitive Theory, like real people, having a real discussion, or at least internet people. And I got this guy here, some guy who's been... How long have you been stalking Wubcake and Vannamelon? 2 years, 3 years?
I wasn't stalking Wubcake. I was only stalking Vannamelon.
Oh, thanks for admitting you were stalking him. Fantastic. Truly the slope forehead genes. Absolutely showing through on that.
That was good. Can we get a soundbite of that?
Hold on. Let's get down to brass ticky-tacks here. We all know your stream name is simply to throw off people from who you really are, because Wyatt the Creator was known with his friend Tyler the Creator, and they had a falling out or whatever. You're not very smart because you can't cover your tracks when every single one of your profiles that is actually you is covered in Sonic the Hedgehog nonsense. You didn't think this through. It's like you set up the chess table and then pooped on it.
Lord Ben Mazza winds up super chatting. How high is your IQ, boy? Oh, wow, you're a liar. Have you got to do it with Ben?
This guy's chromosomes to his IQ, I'd reach terminal velocity before impact.
Okay. All right.
Oof.
I mean, I wanted a sound bite of the guy whining, but that was even better.
Yeah.
That's terminal velocity.
Like, why did you want on this thing? That's what I was confused about. You were dying to be here. And I just want to state this for the record. Like, you showed up in my comment section, Wubcake's the worst. And I was like, I'm actually kind of cool with Wub. If you don't go back and look at the King of Limbo I gave them, that's a pretty solid picture. You should have figured out that we were at least, on decent terms.
Oh, what I love is that he accuses Wubcake of scamming commissions. Somehow, one from Josh Scorcher, who doesn't even do art. First and foremost, that is amusing. That is, you couldn't even pick an artist from your own community. You had to pick a reviewer.
Let me tell you why that's never going to come forward there on that. So, Josh Scorcher's friend, that creepy reading, when he lost, like, his phone cord to his high, expensive Google whatever bullshit phone, and he needed to have someone hold his hand and take him back to the hotel. Do you know what big badass did it? It sure wasn't me. It was Wubcake. She's like, "Are you gonna escort me?" I was like, "No, you got this, Wub. You're gonna be fine."
Picked his whole ass up over the shoulder, walked him back to his hotel room, and tucked him into bed.
Freaking fireman carried.
That creepy reading.
Yes, that totally happened.
Through the ghetto in Baltimore.
Pushing and elbowing her way through a Black Lives Matter crowd, protecting him.
Oh my God, really?
Elbowing through a homeless camp.
Here's why I think he wanted to do this right now. It's because I'm at work, and he thought he'd be able to sneak through it. I think that's what that is about.
Yep, that was on the nose.
Indeed.
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Why don't you let me talk to your mom? We can figure it out.
No.
Hey, is your mom single?
I was gonna say, like, we should see what the Tinder in your area is. Come on.
I mean, in fairness, looking at you, I sure hope the genes aren't, on your mom's end, because I don't want to have a kid like that.
Hope those were paternal genes, right?
So tell me, were your mom and dad related? I mean, before they were married?
I mean, I was thinking it too.
That forehead tells me it. I don't need to think it.
I've been dying to dust off this room, so I gotta thank you.
That's going too far. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, so that's going too far. But you sitting around dicking with people and threatening them and knocking them and insulting them, that's not. But me making fun of your poor genes, that's too far. Here's where too far is. Too far is me showing up at your house and pooping on your pillow. If we haven't reached that point yet, we haven't gone far yet.
I'm wondering if he isn't just a troll. He's got kind of like a DSP. He kind of has a DSP avatar kind of going right now. I've noticed that too.
I mean, he might be, but either way, I'm getting my entertainment.
Okay, just checking.
Having a good time.
I wasn't prepared for this at all, so I'm grateful as shit that you guys popped in. Yeah,
it's good to be back.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Wyatt. You were this close to getting softballed through here because I was like, if nobody else just showed up, I'm sure I would have asked you some stock questions, and you would have probably like maybe stuck the landing, unless I would have said. You would have, like, tanked it right when I said, so why are you stopping Wubcake and Vannamelon?
I'm only stalking
Vannamelon. And my response would have been, like, who doesn't stalk Vannamelon? All right, he did okay, guys. Let's let him get away. I'm kidding.
Who of us in our times of darkness who among us here can say they don't stalk?
Overlord of Knives, how much bleach did this idiot mofo huff? Nice. The audience sure seems to like you.
Yeah, no, my audience is just a bunch of trolls.
Indeed.
You don't have an audience, dude. Like, 5 people might watch your video, and I'm pretty sure 3 of them are you refreshing them.
You guys didn't watch my message, everyone. Hey.
How did you get yourself on freaking, what's it called, Encyclopedia Dramatica with views this low? I mean, I know you deleted some stuff, but even still, you must have been in a complete insufferable ass.
I made that page.
He made his own page.
Oh,
okay.
That doesn't count.
That is low.
That is...
You're all making your own page, and you don't even put your mom's number on there. Look, man, do you want her to get a date or not?
Stop, she's married.
You're a discredit to everybody.
Oh, my uncle.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's weird. Me and Wub both tried to click on your page, and it's got, like, viral crap every time. I don't know, is that you're doing or what? I don't know.
Wait, is she still around, or is she gone?
She's not on right now.
Here, let's make this real easy, son. Look, all it's going to take me is another 2-3 minutes when I get home looking around on the internet. Sooner or later, I'll find out who you are, because people like you're egotistical. It's easy to find out who you are. You put it all over the place. I already found your old, Facebook page. I found several of your old Twitters. I know where you are on Instagram. I know where you are on Spotify. So all it does is take me just a little bit longer to find out who you are. and hand both Vannamelon and Wubcake your address, your phone number, and your mother's information. So we can do this one of two ways. Either you can piss off on your own and I don't hear from you ever again, and neither do they, or I do some digging, which, by the way, I don't even need to do it. Hateful's working on it too, and he's very good at it.
I think that I was about to say, Leo, I think that's gonna happen anyway at this point. I don't think there's much you can do to.
I want to give him the chance to make the right decision for once in his miserable life, because his mother failed to swallow him.
I mean, like, you can definitely call off your own efforts on that, but it feels like something that's going to happen anyway at this point.
But this gives him a chance to at least address it before we find it.
Yeah.
I'm calling it off. I'm calling that crap I do off.
Did you?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, have you stalked anybody else in the fandom out of curiosity?
Nope.
Okay.
Vannamelon was the only one.
Just the girls that rejected him because they didn't have a microscope. They didn't have a microscope to look at the dick pic he sent.
Yeah, stalkers, man. I don't know if self-awareness is their thing. I mean, how far? Are you sure you're not stalking anyone? Think about it. About it.
Vannamelon is the only one I've ever did.
Okay. Is there anyone who, let's say, you currently have contact with who you engage more with them than they do with you?
I got one. Have you ever been arrested, Wyatt?
Nope.
Okay. Just figured out. How old are you, Wyatt?
21.
Okay.
Oh, he's
21 years too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to call off everything and just leave everyone alone.
Oh, if you don't worry, we'll still find you.
I gotta ask, Wyatt, are you dumb enough to be having like a fur affinity laying around with all your fetishes on there or something like that?
Oh, man!
We could come back in a hurry if we find something like that.
No.
No. That
I'm seeing that Sonic avatar. I know you people are very interesting.
As he deletes his Furfinity account.
I know.
Also, Shadow the Hedgehog sucks. I don't know why you like it.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Wyatt, what's your favorite band? I just gotta ask.
Fallow Boy.
Oh my god, you're making this up!
That was actually the ding ding ding, and we got the right answer. Who wants to go first?
Isn't there two versions of Fall Out Boy? I forget how this goes.
Actually, there is Panic at the Disco.
There is Shut Your Hole is what it is.
Okay.
Gonna be panic all up in your mom's womb, you keep this up.
Stop!
Oh, that's what she'll be asking. And I'll be saying, oh yeah.
I like bands with stomping and clapping in them. It makes me feel like I can sing along, even though I can't.
Hey, Wyatt, do you like trains?
Wyatt, how did you think this was gonna go?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I thought it would just be a calm interview where I explain myself.
Okay, well, I was trying.
Where you'll kindly explain why you stalked people. But okay, so you like trains, yeah?
Oh, no, I don't like trains. I like
Does
planes.
your mom like trains?
Oh, he likes planes. That reminds me of somebody.
Hey, don't be rude, FNGR.
Okay, indeed. Lord Ben Monza says you need to be a man up, and not, I guess, not coward. I think he meant to say Ben.
I will no longer cower anymore.
Okay.
Oh, that was really strong sentiment right there. I will no longer cower anymore.
I thought it was Dr. Wolf for a minute there.
I've made a decision, a life choice, if you will, to
Oh
no
my God,
longer
no.
coward. No longer cowarding is the...
I'm not worried about you longer cowering. I'm more worried about you shorter cowering.
Oh, fuck.
Boomer, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Cower or coward? Those words
Yes.
are... One is like a physical thing you do, and the other is like a characteristic. What?
Oh no, so I
we...
have to ask, when you say you were expecting a calm interview, did you expect us to sit down with a spot of tea and some crumpets and calmly discuss your duplicitous actions?
Let me do this with some different... Do we mean like
I want it to be a
hiding in a corner or an utter poltroon? What term are you no longer... Which one of those two things are you no longer...
Here's my question about that when you said it was one-on-one. Why did you invite me to a room when you could have just, like, said, hey, can I call? That's what I was like. Oh, he's trying to get me into his home advantage. I was like, I'll chuck him into freaking.
Hold on. The call I had with you last night was basically one-on-one. What made you think this was going to go any better for you?
I don't know.
Did you think that Anthony had, like, in the cockles of his heart, some soft spot for your nonsense? Is that what you expected?
I might have been not awake enough. He might have been able to slip in.
Law of averages.
Yeah, I actually was sipping a Monster Energy drink, so that probably wasn't going to work out for you, pal.
Yeah, I was going to say that I am no longer going to do any of that crap anymore, and I will leave everything alone.
I didn't know. How long did you say you've been doing it?
3+ years.
Yeah.
So I'm a little. I'm gonna look. I like to stroke my own ego, but the fact that I could just come in here and flip a switch, like, what are you, fucking therapy, Rudy? I don't believe that's just gonna happen. I don't think anybody's buying that shit. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like, I like. Good. There's still those people.
You watch. I'll quit.
Don't worry. We'll be watching either way, but.
Till the girl at the Dollar General gets sick of you stalking her. Yeah, like we'll never know about that.
Here, let me.
How did you know about that?
What do you mean? How did I know about that? You're a stalker.
Let me put this away. Let me put this away. You'll understand. Well, you don't stop doing all this nonsense. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna slap you with a giant Disney cease and desist on your forehead.
Is there really a girl at the Dollar General?
Maybe. Fuck.
So funny.
Well, that's what you sound like when you're trying to put on the goofy voice, you dummy. If you're gonna do a goofy voice, at least make it goofy.
But that was my real voice, though. I can't control it.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's obvious you're putting an inflection in it, man. I mean, come on. Who do you think you're fooling here?
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd be fooling anybody. It's my real voice.
Don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'll tell you what. We can prove this. Give me your phone number, and I'm going to call you at a random time, and we'll see how well you pick.
Yes, you pick. What sound? What do we hear? Who picks up the phone? No preemptive.
No
time to prepare your voice.
Oh, that sounds like Marge Simpson now.
Yes, that actually sounded like Marge to you, because that was me doing the absolute worst Marge. Okay, I think we know what he thinks convincing voices sound like now.
Well, I mean, he has made a habit of following voice actors on YouTube, so I'm gonna imagine he does think himself some sort of aficionado.
So
right, you actually think you're good at doing. You would call that a good Marge Simpson. You thought that was. You thought that sounded like that.
Hold it there. So
yeah.
That was like me doing it bad intentionally to make fun of how bad you are at doing voices.
So I'm not.
Now you sound like Rick Sanchez.
Okay, cool. So let me get.
No, that's just my normal voice, asshole.
Okay.
Well, hey, Leo's
no,
doing
this
that
is
to
actually
me.
how I talk.
Hey, and Leo's doing that to me.
All right.
Oh, okay. We're doing.
Now I can't stop hearing Rick whenever Brony Inspector talks.
I'd rather talk about what I'm doing to your mom.
Okay,
honestly.
cool.
No!
So, Wyatt, do you have any offline friends that you could go hang out with to get yourself away from this?
Yeah.
Well, maybe look into that. Okay.
I will.
I got somebody wanting to pop in, so I'm gonna probably pop someone out. Oh, no offense, Grace. I'm gonna pop you out of here even if you are still around. Where's the kick button?
Oh crap! Am I doing a voice? How do I know now? Anthony, have I just been doing Rick this whole time?
Maybe.
Oh God, Rick! I don't know what we're gonna do, Rick.
Oh God, you're terrible. Oh my God, I hate you. I'm not doing it. Okay.
Oh, no. Don't you even dare, you hammer, sword, whoever you are.
Oh God.
There we are.
Yay, hateful. How's it going?
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Stop.
Yeah.
Hello,
That's hateful. What questions do you have for our new friend here? Oh, hi, Coyote. What is he wanting to? Okay, cool. We're more the merrier, I suppose. It's gonna turn into like a Cass Warfox stream where there's just more assholes.
All right.
Yeah. So, do either of our new guests have anything to add to Wyatt?
Yeah, I just want to point out, Wyatt, that was the worst fucking Rick impression I've heard in my goddamn life. I want to point that out, like, right now. Like, the worst fucking thing I've ever fucking
worst
heard.
Morty.
Yeah.
My ears have cancer, and that cancer now has AIDS. Got that down.
Yeah, his voices are terrible, dude. All of them.
Oh yeah, you want to hear my goofy voice?
No,
I don't want to.
no one wants to hear your voices. They stink.
Wyatt,
I want to hear your impression of
We're
silence.
gonna go into adventure, Morty.
Wyatt, do you have any mental
Morty,
impairments?
Morty, we're gonna go to an adventure, Morty.
You're garbage.
Wyatt,
Yeah,
do you have any diagnosed mental disorders?
autism.
Okay.
mild retardation or extreme
I called it.
retardation?
None.
Okay.
Oh, so
I
you're
simply
just
don't believe
autistic.
that.
No, I do have a superiority complex.
We've established
The devil, you say?
I think you got an
You're not
complex.
allowed to have a
I
superiority
think you mean
complex.
an inferiority complex, but okay.
Actually, it's
Not
both
exactly.
inferiority and superiority.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let me
I'm
ask
a
you, what do you
walking
think you've done?
contradiction.
Hold on. What do you think you've done that makes you superior to anybody? Because you're 21, you live at home, you got the body of a literal stuffed sock and the brain of an infant. So what is it exactly you think is superior about you?
My
I mean, he has a
number
beard and
on
you
my
don't.
channel,
Your what?
even though it's tiny, the number on my channel.
The number on your channel. Are you stupid?
63.
Do you
How?
not know how numbers work? Do you think low numbers mean high numbers?
I gotta
It's
ask
like,
it.
wait,
You've been around on YouTube how long? Let's see. Let's look up about. So you've been around for like a year. I remember there was a time where basically a brony analyst could just start a channel and they'd get up to 100 subs on just the friends they had. So a lot of people must just hate you. So how many of those are like, just your accounts? I'm just wondering.
Seems like a lot of people really don't care for you. You got no, unappealing or wide awake nightmare. I don't know. I'm not trying to figure.
Yeah, here's another question I have. Why do you, like, if you're like, I'm not going to stop Vannamelon anymore, why are they still on your inspirations? I'm just wondering. It doesn't seem
Because
like...
she still inspires me to make content.
That's like some stalker ass shit you're saying, dude.
If I wound up on your inspirational tab, I'd wonder what I did wrong.
Yeah, no shit, Jesus.
yeah, this is seriously starting to look like some Charlie Day
Let
shit.
me give you some... Let me give you
You're
some...
really-
Son of Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna stalk. He'll stalk whoever.
There's this wonderful inspirational person that you should follow around. Their name's Fabletail.
I was gonna recommend them.
No, I don't like
February.
Fabletail.
But their art is aces. Their recolors are fucking out of this world.
I know, right?
Yeah, but it's lazy. Gotch is way better than
Dude,
that.
you should see Fable's TikToks. They're a masterpiece.
Oh, God.
You should
Ew,
see those
I saw
MS
that.
Paint recolors of fucking Inuyasha, dude. It's
Yeah,
inspired.
I seen that too. Like, my God.
Like, my God, I totally
I'll have
know
you
what
wow.
you guys are like talking about right now.
Oh,
I
guys.
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
that in a
talking
nutshell.
about.
See this? I feel like I'm talking with Fabletail's art right now. That's how we're feeling.
Like his art, like
No,
Fabletail's art.
If Fabletail's art could talk, it would say,
Could be a
please kill
person.
me. Kill me!
Would beg to release.
I mean, to be honest, Anthony, that's all I'm hearing when this guy talks. Is,
Oh
"Please
my
kill me."
God.
Yeah, every word he speaks is just more proof God is dead.
Okay, alright, so Ben wants in, so I'll pop out fucking Rocky and maybe we'll fucking, let's see, remove from group. God. Ben's been itching to get in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe I don't have him added. One sec.
Oh.
And send friend request. Accept. There you go. Keep talking.
Yes.
Oh no.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
Wyatt, I just want to ask a serious question. Those impressions you've been doing this whole time, are those like, are you being serious with those, or like, is this a troll? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because, like, even if you're fucking retarded, which I have no problem believing that, even if you're fucking retarded, there's no way you think that those impressions are anything good.
Homie, you're being a bad influence. Dude, I nailed Marge Simpson, right? I do a really good Marge Simpson.
Yeah, I hear Homer actually nailed her too a few times.
Lol.
Can you get me a Duff beer?
Oh, that sounds exactly
That
like
is not
Homer.
good. That was not a good Homer Simpson.
I love that it's a compliment, and he treats it like it's a fucking punishment. It's amazing. I love it.
Murder. I love murder.
Oh, God.
That's
Wow,
Kermit.
like no, it tells what his he can hear. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Cool. That's what a good voice sounds like. That's why his voice
Yo,
is.
hey, Wyatt. Hey, Wyatt. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
No.
I was
Maybe
about
you
to say
should.
his quality.
Demons told me to do it.
I know what this is. Freaking Wyatt. Do you like work
Yeah.
at Ubisoft or something like that? I'm just imagining somebody like you listened to took a look at Fallout 76 and said, "Yeah, it's done. It's good.
Good.
Yeah,
No, I don't work at Ubisoft.
it's good to ship."
No, you must be. You should get a job there, man. They love people with your high standards.
Indeed.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and backtrack that. I don't think it's the level of Ubisoft. Ubisoft put out a bad game. This is a broken disc and a shattered case.
Yeah, dude, you should do quality control at Kia. Dude, you should.
You should quality do some quality assurance of those catalytic converters, eh, Brony?
You should be the navigator on the Exxon Valdez. You'll do a much better job than the last.
Ooh,
guy,
that's a
I'm sure.
dated reference, man.
That one was old. Yeah, I'm old, man.
You know, I
Oops.
just realized something. The straight edge anarchy. That's your other guy right there that you were talking about, right, Leo?
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I think he's on right now. We could always add him if we want to do a twofer.
Who the fuck is straight edge
Do it.
anarchy?
Oh, dude, it's like a double header.
Yeah, let's see.
This is all
FNGR cyberbullying double header.
Okay, let's see.
Don't make Mr. fucking contact. Who the fuck is straight edge anarchy?
I think that's who was that again? I forget.
We think it's Blazing Blade BA.
Yeah.
Ew,
Oh, him
Blazing
again?
Blade.
What the fuck?
You know, there's one time back when I was Shallow
You know
Pony,
each other.
I actually used to bully Blazing
Can you please
Blade.
stop using
You
that
can't bully
faggot-ass
anyone.
voice?
Shut
You're
the
a
fuck up.
liar. That's not
Can
true.
you please stop using that faggot-ass voice? Please take your balls
Well, if you
out
want
of
to
your...
hear this, then fine.
Please take your balls out of your esophagus. Please, I've heard you talk normally.
I'm mildly autistic.
Dude.
It's hard, and I sound like Mickey Mouse.
The only thing you bully is your dick in the morning with a pair of tweezers and a magnifying glass.
Ooh. Holy shit, that hurt.
Well, the other guy's here. Do you guys know each other previously?
No, that's Ben.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Ben, you're
Fine,
muted.
he's muted, but yet I see his icon glow up.
If you're at work, Ben.
Speak, Autismo.
You leave poor Ben alone. Oh, fuck.
Blazing
I feel
Blade
like
was the
he's
one
just-
who.
I feel like he's just
Gonna
screaming on the other
unmute
end.
your mic.
Yeah, you're muted.
Blazing Blade was the one who we brought into limbo that one time, right? Who I was like, wait, he was the guy who threatened to beat up Wubcake. Bring him back here.
Oh, I forgot all about his ass. Yeah,
Holy
you
shit.
saved. Yeah, the time Step actually
Thank God.
saved me from barking up the wrong tree, and he's like, I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to defend romantic bad role player. What was her damn name? The one you guys picked on when it was her
Romance
birthday.
writer?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Romance
right,
writer.
yeah.
Romance
Bad
writer.
romance writer.
Yeah, that was it on
Like
the back.
romance writer.
Why does Romance Writer sound like a porno?
I am
Stop
going to.
it.
You sit down. You're not in on this.
You're not allowed to do
Can we boot him?
voices.
We've gotten all we need.
Uh,
Can we just boot him?
I'm gonna put your mom in a porno when I'm done with you.
Dude.
Mating quest.
Yo, make it premium.
Jesus.
Step, you're a child. You're not allowed to comment on these things.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yes, Step.
Fuck.
God.
Stop being so discriminatory.
Step, you need to focus on.
He's like, you're being an
getting your-
ageist.
You need to
Oh.
focus
Oh, I
on getting
thought maybe
good
you'd like
grades in your
discrimination.
classes. You got the fall musical.
wait,
You need to worry
wait.
about auditions for that. You got to practice your audition piece. Step. Come on.
Audition
man.
piece. He's still trying to find a date that's not his mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
stop.
Step, you gotta.
No,
Step,
no,
you
that's
gotta.
not mom. Stop.
You gotta find some friends in real life to talk.
Anthony,
I
have
actually
you
I have
guys,
friends
have
like
you
this
guys
guy.
shown the viewers this guy's amazing artwork?
So Tortilla, you're saying that freaking guy. I can lower the pitch of what's his name a little bit if that's the problem here. Here, we'll take it down to 80, so maybe that'll hurt less.
These wounds will never heal.
Indeed.
My batteries run low.
No, it's not.
Beep, boop, boop. Oh, my battery's dead. Sorry, guys. Boop.
Wait.
There goes my phone. Beep.
We're breaking up.
Oh, that's my battery warning. Boop. Warning. Battery low. Yeah, they're buying it. Good.
I think we're breaking up.
Yeah.
Warning.
Cocaine isolate.
I do have one other thing after we get done with old boy here, with Wyatt Chang.
How spicy would you like your chainsaw?
Yeah.
Anthony, have you shown our audience this guy's amazing artwork?
You could put it in the chat if you like, but there's
Yeah,
Hateful Tates. He does look like Foul a little bit. He looks like Dark Edge, just a skosh. That's the old.
Maybe we are speaking with Foul.
What did Foul sound like?
Not like this. I'm just.
Yeah, see, that's.
Yeah,
he's doing a.
This
clever
guy's
voice
is.
He'd be making a bunch of retarded puns right now, which he's not doing. So.
Right, expressing some cleverness. I see.
Enjoy, gentlemen.
All right, let's check.
All right. So, should we bump him? I've got
That's
like
this
one.
fucking pony creator. What the fuck?
Yeah, go ahead and kick the idiot. We've had our fun.
Okay, it's cool.
His battery died anyway, right?
So yeah, Wyatt.
No, I'm still here. It's almost gone anyway.
Well, anyways, Wyatt, I hope
Like
I never talk to you
14%.
again. Holy shit.
14.
Okay, so here I'm gonna blank the screen and pull up the fucking. Even though I said I was done with therapy already, I felt like getting pulled back in one more time. Oh Jesus.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, that one's just kind of like.
I can't let it go. It's too retarded every time.
There's
Let's see.
Rapping about ponies in a jail cell.
Wait, what?
There is nothing more manly than that.
Wait, what?
Here's the story, Coyote. So he got sent to jail for making a rap about raping and murdering somebody, and so on his way to jail, he made this promise that he'd devote his life to the pony lifestyle. And while he was in his
he didn't choose the pony lifestyle. The pony lifestyle chose him.
I found the pony lifestyle as a way out. I was going down a path of darkness. I would never return.
That is one of the most fucking autistic things I've heard in my life.
I didn't find the news.
Oh,
found me.
His link to his rap channel, which I won't be playing his rap because music is what it is on YouTube. Yeah, I definitely encourage anyone else to cover the rest of therapy.
Where the waifu at?
So yeah, that's. So here's like his recent thing where he's like making his debate how he's like cleaned up his act, and I already kind of responded to it on Twitter, but I feel like doing it here in stream. Attention followers, there are still 10 more hours on my poll, which whatever, but the results seem to be mostly in, and about a half of you are purely avoiding me because of the controversy. Good! If you were one of those, and that option in the poll, please read this thread. This is for you. I'll be the first to admit trying to come out as a map was dumb. You don't say. Really dumb. One of the dumbest things I've ever done. I don't know with you. I mean, it's a toss-up. But I don't regret it. Why? Because I never would have learned how wrong I was about myself without it, continued. I know this was... this may just be... like backpedaling to save my own ass, you don't say. But I swear it's not. I don't deny that the attacks and the hatred played a part in me reaching this conclusion, that I am not a map, but it isn't the case of it. What do you guys think? Is that how being a pedophile is cured? Just I'm done.
That's totally how it works.
Public
Anthony.
shaming. Hold on, no, honestly, if we can prove that this
work.
system,
you just turn them on and off like a light switch.
No, guys. If we can prove that this system works, that all it takes is FNGR finding out who you are to cure you, then we need to keep doing this.
Hell yeah, maybe we can make it a fucking...
That means for once we can take a victory lap. We fixed this guy.
Yeah, you can turn it into a charity thing or like a fucking tax write-off.
We can start taking donations. We can cure you.
Yeah,
but
we can cure you with severe bullying.
Yeah. The question is, guys, do we want these people cured?
Indeed.
I mean,
let me continue on. I was fully prepared to defend my identity as a map to the bitter end, but I had to make sure with myself that it was worth fighting for. Upon some introspection, I found out that it was not, since most aspects of child love simply don't apply to me. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know how many you have to check mark. I'm not a doctor, but here's the other thing, therapy. I know you're not either. And here's what fucking Wubcake said. She said that when she found out about this from 2 to 3 years ago from Critical Thought, which I think I've proven that that's the same guy. Use your own opinion. He's like, I'm really concerned about this. Maybe I should go look into it.
I've seen things.
But you didn't. You haven't gone and talked to a doctor or any shit like that. You're just like, nah, I'm good now. And so,
I have a question. I think it's an important one, which is that let's say they didn't get any backlash for this. Would they still be coming to the same fucking conclusion? I think that's a good question to ask them. If you were not getting backlash, would you still be making the same statement now? If everyone had said, okay, whatever, or even like been okay with him being a map, would he be like, oh, yeah.
Like, that is the quintessential sign of someone like, well, I've got a few ways I can respond to this. Well, if they hate me, I can stop being a map. If it's other reasons, then I can maybe... This clearly smacks of someone hedging their fucking bets.
Yeah, I was mostly being rhetorical there because, the answer's pretty obvious.
Look,
that should be obvious by now. But yeah, like, and not to mention, like, I wouldn't want anyone to find my other identities in the fandom. That doesn't really seem consistent either.
Yeah,
and I want to state this for the record. I asked this back in fucking Limbo the other time, and I've been consistent, basically, when I remember asking, like, Victor Vortex. So this is your only time. And we found out in his case that, no, there were other instances where he was doing shit like this. And I remember turning to my friends about therapy rarity. I'm like, am I being too much of a dick? And they're like, no, fuck him. So yeah, that seems to be the consensus in my cap, that I understand that this is a bit long-winded, but it seems to be what all the rational people are thinking here. So let me see. This is why I retracted my identity as a map. A true map loves kids for their childhood. They love the innocence, the inexperience, and perhaps the impressionability.
Seems like he's thought about this a lot.
Well, here's the whole gist. I guess the next time that we have a map on, I'll have to pull this out and be like, so is this the sole solitary way to be a map, I guess? I discovered when I looked into myself that I had never been into any of that. The petite lolly body type, and I already had a response to this, and maybe I missed it. I've been through this motherfucker's Twitters with a fine-tooth comb. I haven't seen anything that remotely said like that. I remember tweeting, I'm like, look, maybe you can point out your old tweets before, today, or whenever the hell you posted this, like yesterday. And if you could show that, at least you'd have, like, a leg to stand on. As an adult with a lolly-esque body. Here, I chose the adult 100% of the time, no question. Bullshit. A kid could never deliver the same satisfaction. Let's see here. For the longest... Go ahead. Take it.
I just want to point out that I did check Therapy Rarity's profile. There is way too much fucking porn on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, way too much. Like, there's retweeting porn, and then there's this guy's profile. There's too fucking much.
Like, I'm not a map anymore. I'm just a porn addict. Leave me alone.
Coyote, did you ever see Draco's Twitter?
Who?
Draco Nightblaze.
Draco K. Nightblaze.
I don't think I've ever heard of that dude. I mean, I've probably heard his name and mentioned, but I don't.
He's the dude that Lily covered, and then Anthony and Leo followed it.
Yeah, when we covered him, Farleto was still in camp here and he was shaking his head at that shit back when he wasn't nuts.
Well, he's a furry, so he's at least half nuts by default. You know?
Yeah, he's a diet nut.
Yeah, sometimes.
Diet nut. Coyote, not those kind of nuts. We mean crazy.
Okay, wow.
Almost.
Let me chuck it back now. For the longest time, I figured that an adult that was petite enough to appeal to me was a thing that just didn't exist. That was my justification to myself for claiming to be a map after looking into other options. Though I found this wasn't the case, they do exist. Anybody in the fandom comes to your mind? I'm not going to say it. Sexuality can be a lifelong pursuit. What do you guys think about that one, about sexuality being a lifelong pursuit?
Well, I mean, the thing...
Okay, let me put that one way. I think you pretty much know it might take a lot of self-discovery to accept things and be honest with yourself. I mean, I think that's sort of one of those things where it's like, see, look, you can just change whenever. That's like kind of like praying the gay away. You know what I mean?
I was going to say that too, but here's the big difference. If you don't want to come out as gay and you want to repress whatever the fuck else, to each their own. You're not really hurting anybody, maybe yourself, I don't know. But in this case, you're kind of a ticking time bomb, I'd say, kind of, yeah, maybe.
Well, no, anyone who's like, well, good thing I'm not gay. I'm not gonna go to a furry con and do any gay stuff there or anything.
It's like I'm trying to gauge. I know, like, the obvious answer to this is like this dude is fucking retarded, but I'm trying to gauge in my mind like what he thinks the social advantages are for coming out as map. It's kind of like what Anthony said. It's like if this was the '80s and you came out as gay, like what would be the advantage of doing
There is
that?
kind of a map community, believe it or not.
See, here's the thing. The extreme LGBT community is so like, and most of the people on the very extreme end of this have like fallen out of any mainstream LGBT circles, so they have to accept maps in because they don't because it's mostly the dumbest people in LGBT who wound up embracing this. But wow, dumb people got a voice on the internet. Let's all keep that in mind.
Well, actually, they have an advantage because on the internet, dumb things tend to circulate a lot more.
Oh, exactly. Way faster than not dumb things. Exactly. Yeah.
They have more advantage than people who are saying like fucking sense because they're fucking hilarious to laugh at.
Well, Brony, and I'm not trying to freaking categorize the whole entirety of the LGBT movement. There is a little bit of overlap. One of the founding members of, I think, the gay pride movement did found NAMBLA.
I mean that's not one of those.
Well,
and then you wonder if these outliers actually aren't outliers. And yeah, I get what you're saying there, but I don't know. Most people I talk to in LGBT, and I say like, hey, what do you think about, the maps and they're just like, you disgust. Like most people I know in LGBT are disgusted by this. Like the real people I talk to. Okay.
As opposed to fake ones you talk to.
Okay.
No, as opposed to things that circulate on the internet. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm one of those fake ones that he talks to everybody.
You would be one of the actual people I talk to.
I can take.
Go ahead.
The thing about pedophilia, and I mean, Anthony and I have had like a long-winded discussion about this. Is it's not a sexuality. It's a sexual preference. Being a pedophile. You could be hetero, homo, or bi. That doesn't dictate your sexuality.
That's a good
point. Whether or not it's a fetish, I can't really gauge that. I mean, honestly, I don't really see a difference between having a particular kink, a fetish, and a preference for a partner. I just think it's
right. It being a sexual identity actually doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, and just since then, I've understood why psychologists have no longer associated it as an orientation. Originally, I thought it was at least something that was politically motivated, but then again, you could say that any decision made has some political motivation towards it.
Let me finish this off. I could take years or even to decide to discover who we really are if that happens at all. I'm glad I now have a clearer view of mine. However, maybe your issue isn't with me directly. Maybe you're avoiding me for moral reasons, God forbid. Maybe you're avoiding me because you're scared of receiving retaliation or being seen as supporters to people who don't know the truth about me. I get it. I wouldn't wish what I've endured on any of you just for talking to me. And here's the thing about this therapy, Rudy. I have peeked at people that you follow and people that follow you. You are the only person, and granted, there's hundreds. I've peeked probably at 2 handfuls, and at most there's things that I'm sure would raise hateful Tate's eyebrows and Leo's. There's some lolly shit, but I haven't heard anybody going after real kids. And I think I could rest my case. I could easily get wrapped up in this forever, which I kind of already am. I kind of already can't get the fuck away from you. And I'm just reminding, I think in the unlikely event that you're spewing this bullshit and someone's dumb enough to swallow this, I'm giving them an alternative why I don't believe you. And let's get to the last page. Continued, this is the case. It's okay to block me or move on. If losing followers is a punishment for my stupidity due to them feeling unsafe to socialize with me, I'd much prefer that them being the reason they are getting attacked and I couldn't live with myself. I'm here to help people. So that's another thing. you portray what you do online. You call your roleplay sessions therapy sessions, and you took it very seriously. You were charging money for it. And I'm almost positive that shit'll go back up the minute I fuck off. Maybe not immediately, but I think you had a pretty good racket going there.
Charging money for quote unquote online therapy?
For their beat off sessions.
Is he licensed? Because that might be fucking illegal if he's branding it as therapy.
Well, the problem is, Brony, I can't find a Patreon for this guy, or like.
He had a coffee thing that we were talking about in one of the streams.
Because if he's branding that as a therapy session and he's not licensed and he's receiving money for it, it just might actually be fucking illegal for him to do that.
Well,
I'm not a legal expert, but I think that might actually be illegal.
The defense he'd probably attempt to use, which I don't know how effective it would be in his state, is would a jury of 12 have the reasonable expectation that this would be legit therapy? I mean, it says roleplay in the profile. I feel if I were a lawyer, which I am not, that wouldn't be impossible to argue in court. Whether it would be successful or not, again, not a lawyer. Yeah.
Let me see if a lawyer is not doing anything.
Right
I just want to point out for everybody listening, just because something it could be a defense does not mean it is a good one or one that would actually work. That's important to understand.
Well, yeah.
I'm assuming you're making a case for fraud, correct?
I'm not making a case for anything. I'm not a legal expert. I'm just saying, like, based on the facts that I believe in order to brand what you're doing as therapy, you need to actually be licensed and able to do that legally. Since he's apparently not, I think that might actually be a crime. Again, I'm not a legal expert.
Now, hold on. Let's not talk about who's committing crimes and who isn't.
You shut that mouth, Dr.
Wolf. Can we just move on from this? Thank you.
Okay.
I love this. I'm okay with that. So those who follow me don't pay for my mistakes. I hopefully turn around the public opinion in time, and people will see proof that I've changed. Thank you for listening, and I hope that this changed your mind. Remember, I love you all, and you all deserve to be cared about.
Hashtag change your mind.
Yeah. My past is not today.
Did he really hashtag it?
Probably.
No.
I don't know.
That's my May for today.
Jesus.
That was a good May on the internet.
Hashtag change your mind. With my 16-week map reformation program.
Also, can I just point out that
for therapy rarity, it can work for you too.
I hate that he's like putting continued at the beginning and end of every fucking tweet because it's implied these are continuing off each other. It's
they were. It
was
long.
Please say. Yeah,
it's just like.
Please say in Dr. Wolf, one docs, please.
One docs, please.
I mean, I think we put that out there already. Jesus.
The best we can do.
Christ.
I mean, the only thing left is for me to find where this guy lives. That wouldn't be that hard.
I mean, you got his where he works because of his Facebook. You got what he looks like. You got his state. I'm assuming.
I didn't get his Facebook. I didn't know that. Did Rouge get that?
Yeah, it's in the link, I think, to the latest, perhaps.
Oh, fuck yeah, Rouge.
Yeah.
This is so sad. Can we play the Blues Clues remix?
It is a good listen.
It really is. I love it.
Yeah. Let me bump out Ben so I have an open spot if we ever need to add anybody. Jesus.
The Doctor's Therapist.
Is there
Chapter 1?
Oh, Coyote. Saturday. I hope you'll be interested or at least available. I got the guy, the anti-zoophile Twitter, the one with the 10,000 followers. He's supposedly coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming on.
Please. What time is that one going to be?
It'll probably be sometime after 5, I imagine. So I'm going to try and.
Okay, because I do know that Internet Janitor is going to have him on his show. Like I think at I don't know what time it is on his end. So I got actually, because I know Zoophile Police agreed to that, and I was asked to sit in on that interview by Internet Janitor as well, and that's supposed to be on Saturday as well.
How big is that channel?
It's fairly small, especially because it's a stream channel. He's got like 150 subscribers now, but he averages like 30 or 40 viewers.
Okay, I was wondering if I got first dibs just because I was like, of all the people that this guy's talking to, I might have the biggest YouTube channel. So then I got all big head about it. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a
No,
hot shot.
he like the one he'll want to do first is like, well, I have to get on the biggest channel. Like,
yeah.
Well, I just it's just weird because this was set up like a week and a half before now, so I'm just like, I don't know why he just kind of, I don't know if that slipped his mind or something, or I'll ask him about it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I'm just like, I'm confused as to why he suddenly like canceled.
Look.
Set it up
If someone flakes on me on the weekend, keep in mind I work like 12 goddamn hours. Let's see what freaking old boy Wyatt wants. You wouldn't hear me again. I promise I'll change. We'll see. We'll see, Wyatt.
as he puts on his shoes and heads down to the Dollar General.
His mom's dress.
To see if the
his mom's makeup.
Yes, as she entered into the break room and she put on the green apron. He wondered if he knew what an inspiration he was to her. Oh hey, just getting a soda here. Oh wow, you come in here a lot. Yeah, I sure do. Fucking stalker ass bitch.
Go find yourself a good waitress like Charlie.
He goes to the Dollar General. It's the only thing close enough within walking distance of his trailer park.
What con did you go to, Brony?
Aquatifer.
Oh, nice.
It was okay. Oh man, that resort was so janky. The Wisconsin Dells are so weird. That con was so small. Everyone there was like, I'm 21. This is my first con. Pretty good, huh? Like, oh no, it's one of these. Like it was everyone's first. Like, and then oh god, do you remember that scene where like Mr. Burns wins the minivan and everyone like throws the pretzels? Like they raffled off a fursuit head and like a fairly popular person with a really nice suit won it. And I was like, oh, I'm like, that's like Mr. Burns winning the minivan. Like, oh wow.
I'm assuming.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like when you're at a casino and some fucking high roller winds up winning, and you're like, oh, that guy's a plant. Yeah.
Well, I guess that'll wind up in another charity auction somewhere. Well, at least it'll go to a good cause.
What are you talking about? It's like the candy corn, like freaking Halloween, where they resell the same shit every year.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that particular parrot head it's probably gonna change hands, I suspect.
Yes.
In knowing furries the way I do, I suspect very much it will change hands. Yeah.
I gotta go.
Some cool shit there. Some shit I hadn't seen before.
Alright, I think we've come to the end of the stream. Not that I need to stop talking, but I'm gonna end it. Time of death, and